here's the cool thing. In 2008-9, there was one person in this room at his computer with his notepad going, I got to create a new model. And he did something so no one's done in 100 years. And today he runs a multi-billion-dollar company. We love him. He's the founder of EXP, one of my best friends. I love him. Glenn Sanford, everybody.
Okay, I've almost lost my voice already, and it's only day one. I think I had some allergies or something, so I've been doing some cough drops and stuff. But another, last year we were here. I think was it this room or was
I think so.
Oh yeah, this room, and so many. There's always new faces every single year on this journey that we're calling EXP, and we just got finished with a mastermind with top agents, and the reality is that the EXP model exists to solve the biggest pain point for agents, whether they're individuals, whether they're running small teams, whether they're running mega icon teams, what have you, and it really is, how do you add additional income into your business to give you residual staying power when the market gets tough. And for those of you, many of you in this room, the market got tough, but you had the residual staying power to continue to invest, to grow, and to basically put yourself in a position to eventually take your foot off the gas if you choose to. Financial freedom is work because you want to, not because you have to.
Come on.
And it's when your passive income exceeds your monthly expenses. When your passive income exceeds your monthly expenses, you are financially free and you are choosing to work. You're not working because you have to work.
It's good.
And that's what this whole model is about. I mean, so many of us in this room, obviously Brent, Gene, and others, you do not have to work again. And I don't have to work again. But we love what we're doing. We love pouring into people, and we love the changes that we see in other people's lives by sort of exposing this new model. Brent was exposed at a very young age to a company called Amway.
Yes.
That was a company that would formatively changed his life because it put him on the path of understanding that it's leverage through people. It's the J. Paul Getty phrase, I'd rather get 1% of 100 people's efforts than get 100% of my own, because when I can't work, I'm 100% out of business. When 1 or 2 people or 5 people or 10 people can't work and you've got 100 people in your organization, that means you're still at 90%. And if it continues to grow and it self-perpetuates, which is the idea of these kinds of business models, then you can continue to see growth even when you're not actively participating in the growth at some point in the future. And most of us are probably geared toward the only time we're not going to be doing this is when we can't do it. And but the business itself is going to take care of many, if not all, of the people here in this room by just continuing to do that. And I just get up every day. So does Michael Valdes. So does so many people on staff, with the idea that we just want to continue to iterate on the agent value proposition. We don't talk a lot. I mean, this week is about the segment of the shareholder event, and we're an agent-owned organization, and there's a profit component that's related to running it, but it's not about the profits, it's about the impact. And so 360 days out of the year, we're focused on impact. 5 days out of the year, quarterly reports and shareholder event. So the rest of it's all about impact, and the rest of it should take care of itself.
Awesome.
So with that, I'll turn it over to.
Love it. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Glenn Sanford, everybody. Well, our next speaker tonight is the president of EXP Global Growth Operations, and a person who's become, I make it up every time. He is the president of the universe.
Brett never ever get the title or the name right. So at least you're consistent and I love you. This room gets bigger every year. This is incredible. So for those of you that don't know, 88,000 agents as of yesterday. 34 countries around the world. But those are just numbers. Think about 88,000 lives.
Amen.
That got changed across 24 countries around the world because of the people in this room. You're the ones that are having the conversations. You're the ones that are talking to everyone. And that's the legacy effect that happens. You're the ones that are changing so many people's lives around the world. Everyone is talking about shifting markets. Guess what? That's the greatest opportunity for all of you. This is so wonderful. Who cares about a down market? This is the model that works in all markets. So as we're talking about this, NAR kept saying that there's a 30% decline of transactions that are happening this year. Celebrate that, because that's opportunity for all of us. It's opportunity for you to continue to tell this story to more and more people. So the idea that there's a 30% discount, think about all of the things that we've done this year. Do you know that we have actually onboarded so many teams and independent brokerages this year? By the way, today we onboarded a team from the Explorer Pass. So that was something that Glenn had come up with. Remember the idea that if you had a ticket to Shareholders, you could bring somebody not with EXP and introduce them to this. We had 7 people join today and 1 team. In the room, is the team here? Oh, welcome our newest members. Our newest members of the EXP family as of a few hours ago. Welcome.
Yeah.
And thank you for understanding our culture and now welcoming you to the family. That's what it's all about. This is what it's all about. It's all of you learning that this is what we're doing. This is contagious. This is who we are. This is who we are. And so when we're looking at this and we're talking about this model, and we're talking about these brokers that are really sort of looking at thinner margins, right? Operating expenses are really hard. A lot of you were in the same boat. And when the market has shifted a little bit, you start looking at what your costs are. Your OPEX is really strong. And then when you start looking at that margin, it's getting thinner and thinner. And when you look at our model and you start looking at some of these expenses and go off of their balance sheet and onto ours, they continue to have their brands. They continue to celebrate what we've done, and we've now given them a global platform by which to do this. You're the ambassador to that message for them. You're saving their business. You're allowing them that lifeline. You're allowing them to really elevate what they're doing. And that's why we're continuing with this. We're continuing with this because we're built for this, as it's been said so many times. Thank you, Brent. Thank you, Gene. And thank you, all of you, for doing this message and sending this message across the world. Thank you all very much.